Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boston College Dynasty here on College Football 26. In the last episode, we did unfortunately lose in the semifinals to the Baylor Bears, who lost to the Penn State Lions in the national championship game. We had a very, very good season. We are going to be missing a lot of players going forward. Just before I forget to do this, auto-progress players. It's going to be off. The reason for that, obviously, we want to upgrade our own players ourselves. End of season recap. Nothing else really here for us, so I will skip ahead. Now here we are, players leaving stage. Feel like we already kind of knew a lot of these guys. Jude Bowery, Max Tucker, Ty Lockwood, Willie Malone, Ismail Zamore. None of these guys have high chances of persuasion. Bowery is gone for sure. We did sway Max Tucker, though, so the secondary, not bad. Lockwood is gone. Willie Malone has decided to stay, so that's cool. Ismail Zamore is gone, and Marvin Carson is staying. All the guys we're losing to graduation: Kendrick Alexander, Dwayne Alec, Jalen Blackwell, Lewis Bond, Ty Clemens, Kevin Klein, Liam Connor, Davion Crouch, Jeremiah Franklin, Quintavious Hutchins, Amari Jackson, Grayson James, Cam Martinez, Jordan McDonald, Owen McGowan, Chuck Nato, Vaughn Pemberton, Logan Taylor, Connor Short, Owen Stoudemeyer, Quan Williams. I mean, the list goes on. You obviously can't persuade anybody else. So, yeah, Bowery's gone, Lockwood is gone, Zamore is gone, and all the seniors are gone. I think, honestly, to be able to get half these guys to come back, given how low the percent chance was for persuasion, I feel great about that. That's pretty minimal. I'd say it makes a lot of sense that not too many guys would leave, considering we were a game away from the national championship. We're going to check the draft results, and nobody from BC got drafted. Sick. All right, let's look at the offseason recruiting. Obviously, all these guys signed. We know all about them. The deal breaker on Connor Jefferson is not going away. It would suck to watch this guy go to App State. I mean, he has all the tools to be a great quarterback. He's already got great accuracy off the top, 88 speed, 85 excel, 91 throw power. I would love to let this guy sit red shirt, maybe even sit his freshman red shirt year as well. We're the only school to offer him. Pro potential for Richard O'Shaughnessy is a deal breaker for him, I guess. Parker Clapp, pro potential is a D. I mean, it's just so unfortunate, but realistically, like, what am I supposed to do here? These guys have locked us out. We are going to throw 50 at Phillip Ring, and we'll schedule a visit for this week. Playing style will be that. That should pretty easily get that commitment, we hope. Brad Kane, we're going to throw 50 at him, and we will throw the playing style on him as well. Tenuta will throw 50 on. I'm not really worried about a visit yet. Knowles, do I even really care? Like, we've already got all these other D tackles. I mean, we have just so many extra points. We'll put Tenuta on a visit. It's not going to really do too much for him. We will check the transfer portal as well. There's a lot of guys here. Holy moly, they got a lot of interest. Look at all the cornerbacks. Zabian Brown from Alabama, we're definitely going to put on the board. The number 3 ranked tackle here, Jordan Seaton, is definitely going to go on the board as well. Those guys look incredible. We will scout them just for fun. Zabian Brown is phenomenal. We will offer him 50. Jordan Seaton, also incredible, an amazing pass blocker. We are 1,000% going to offer him. Back to the transfer portal. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but that's so many cornerbacks. It's so many. We are also going to add Ernest Green to our board. We're going to add Trey Pierce to our board. We're going to add Tyreek Tucker to our board. Jelani McDonald, a safety. I'll throw him on the board for sure. I mean, there are so many different players to choose from here. Lots of different 3 stars. I think a lot of these 3 stars might even be 4 stars. I think we'll throw Peyton Lewis on there. Another safety, Zion Branch, is an option. I think we will throw him on the board, but there's only so many guys we can give points and scholarships and all that to. The D tackles here, the transfers, are looking very good. I'm just going to go through and check the positions we already have. Peyton Lewis looks amazing too. And then, let's just look at Zion Branch. He looks great. Quarterbacks, we're going to throw 50 at Tenuta. We don't really have a ton of running back options, so Peyton Lewis, throwing an offer at him, just seeing where that goes. Obviously, Brad Kane locked us out for playing time, which is super fair. If we didn't want Peyton Lewis over him, obviously I'd care a lot more, but I'd rather have the instant impact player there. I think Green, honestly, just throw the 50 at him as well. And then with D-tackle here, I do like Devontae Spear, and I do like McDuffie as well. But these transfers, they're just so much better. We're going to take these 50 points off Tenuta. Honestly, I don't see any realistic, way for us to get him instead of some of these transfers. So we're just going to throw 25 at both of these little transfer dudes. Knowles, we're just going to leave him there. Anybody else that we haven't put points on yet? Right, we have the 2 safeties. I like them both a lot. Knowing Zion Branch has star and knowing Jelani McDonald's probably more of like a coverage guy, I think we'll just stick with Branch. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to sim ahead a week and we'll just see what everything is looking like. All right, we got a commitment. Philip Ring, sick. The D-tackle position. We committed Brad Kane, even though he had us locked out on the deal breaker. Calvin McDuffie signs as well. Like, legit, Brad Kane had the playing time deal breaker. So, likely, he's not going to play. He's going to redshirt, and then he's going to transfer away. But that is okay. We didn't give a ton of points to him anyways. Obviously, Philip Ring, we liked a lot. We don't know his dev trait yet. All right, Jelani McDonald, we're going to take off the board, not because we don't like him, but just because, we obviously already know we can't sign 2 different transfer strong safeties that do very similar things. We are going to throw 50 on pretty much anyone we can, and we're going to extend visits. That makes sense. Zabian Brown is ready for a visit. So we will do that, and we'll have it on Coach Prestige. He also likes our playing style grade. So there's definitely a possibility there. Parker Clapp, we're still in the lead. Still in the lead sort of on Richard O'Shaughnessy. Still sort of on the lead for Connor Jefferson. I mean, we're the only ones offering. We still have 300 points available, but honestly, I don't have any interest in using them. Our class is big enough as it is, and I like a lot of the guys on the roster already, especially given the recruiting class we had too. I feel very good about all of this. We're going to get some of these guys we're not going to get, and that is okay. I want to use the points for giving the guys visits, that type of thing. We can get the visit on this linebacker here, which we will do. We can get a visit for this guy, Jordan Seaton. That'll be our visit for him. We already got Zabian Brown. We are going to throw Green. I think we'll throw him on week 4 visit. We are going to throw Pierce on this visit, which playing style is his deal breaker. Tyreek Tucker, playing style is his thing as well. Champ contender for Peyton Lewis. Zion Branch, we will give him a visit, but we can't do it for that week. So Coach Prestige it is, even though playing style's slightly better. Parker Clapp, I'm just going to take off the board because I don't even want to get him on accident. We already have enough QBs. And I seriously say this because Cole Warner, I was 1,000% sure that he was going to leave because of his pro potential. Didn't happen. Just didn't even happen. So Cole Warner and Lonergan both set to potentially be the starter next year. They're both going to be, well, technically, I guess Lonergan's going to be a junior. Warner's going to be a sophomore redshirt. But yeah, anyway, the point is that we don't need that guy. We've got plenty of help at the QB position already, and I think we're just going to move it forward one more week. We'll see if anybody commits. That would be nice, obviously, if somebody did. And Devontae Spear is going to be the only commit, and we lost Ernest Green, the tackle. That sucks. It's kind of predictable. Probably should have thrown better pitches. I was just being lazy. Everybody is about the same. Ernest Green has locked us out. Bullock is going to be able to get a visit here. And Tremaine Douglas, we will give him a visit as well. Tremaine Knowles, we probably don't really care to throw points on him, especially if Cole Warner isn't going to transfer. I'm not really too worried about Tenuta. I think we're just going to go to the final week. I know we could do a lot more, but you have to cut people on the roster anyways, and given the lack of people leaving where I thought there was going to be a lot more, we got Tyreek Tucker, the transfer. That's awesome. Tremaine Douglas signs. We get another linebacker. We get Stephen Bullock, another linebacker. Connor Jefferson, let's go. I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought the deal breaker was cooked. I thought the whole thing was a wash. He ends up committing to the program. So does Richard O'Shaughnessy. So does Trey Pierce, another 4-star D tackle. Maka Tenuta also commits. Zion Branch commits. I mean, holy moly. We didn't get any of the tackles, but that is okay. I'm really not worried about that. National Signing Day is here. We'll go to the ACC. We finished around 22. I'm okay with that. I said we were probably going to pass Florida State. We didn't, but 11 4-stars, 13 3-stars. I feel great about that class. If we start here at Phillip Ring and go down, these are going to be mostly new development traits. Phillip Ring, impact. Brad Kane, normal. Impact for Calvin McDuffie. Normal for Marcus Bearden, we knew. Devontae Spears, normal. Maka Tenuta, normal. Tremaine Douglas, normal. Impact for Ofisa Manupuna, normal for Steve Bullock. Jordan Seaton was elite dev. I'm pretty sure he was from Alabama, so I guess he just goes back to Alabama. That is okay. We will take him off our board. Xavier Brown, we do not get. He had impact dev. We did get Trey Pierce with impact and Tyreek Tucker with impact. Peyton Lewis ends up going to Alabama. He had star. That's a bummer, but Zion Branch has star. Tremaine Knowles we didn't really want, had normal. And Connor Jefferson does have normal. And Richard O'Shaughnessy, who we didn't think we were going to get either, has impact. So Connor Jefferson with the normal, obviously not optimal, but given the fact that the first, top 3 guys were all elite dev, and we had another elite dev player in there, 24 solid prospects coming to the team. And now we're going to get into position changes. I think there's a couple of athletes that need to be assigned. Connor Jefferson is one of them. He's clearly a QB. 78 overall, though. He could start right away. That's kind of scary. Tremaine Douglas was an athlete. He's actually going to be a safety. Box specialist, I'll throw him at strong safety. I mean, we can move him around later. I just need to get the athletes assigned somewhere first. And yeah, this guy is a speed rusher. We'll throw him on the edge. Alrighty, so quarterbacks. Going into the year, we've got 4. Tenuta was a 3-star, as well as Connor Jefferson. So just to let you know, star rating doesn't mean everything. This is a 3-star that hates our playing style, like literally hates it. So we're going to have to be airing it out a lot. We'll see how much points Lonergan gets to spend, because realistically I want to redshirt Connor Jefferson, but I don't want him to leave. So if I was to play Lonergan, it would have to be as a part of a fast-paced offense. We're going to have to throw the ball a lot. We've got a lot of guys on this team, man. We've already got some fullbacks. The wide receiver room doesn't look great. Jaden Skeet is definitely our best guy. Reed Harris as well. Nedrick Bolden Jr. is cool. I like Brian Vernon and Joel Olaseni, but Nate Johnson also probably going to get some points. So we'll see based on what we have to spend. I thought Zeke Moore might transfer, so he didn't. Joel Olaseni, are you better at tight end? Substantially better at tight end. Why would it not let me do that? Please make him a tight end. He's going to play as a true freshman. That's awesome. Line doesn't look great. Quandre Cotton, I don't know if I really want him there. And again, I don't really know what else we can do. Sean Griggs, probably going to redshirt him. We've got a lot of players that hopefully get a lot better. I do like Ryan Silverman, Tyreek Tucker, and Trey Pierce. We were definitely looking rough in that department. I think Joey Fantuz with Elite Dev is going to have to be a Mike. I mean, he's higher overall at that position anyway. I don't really know exactly what we're even going to do at the linebacker position. That's why I had to get them the extra off-season boost. Thank goodness for Max Tucker returning, because what would the DB room look like? Carter Davis is back. That's good. KP Price is great. Now we have Zion Branch as well, because KP Price is probably going to be our slot corner because we only have 2 playable corners here with Ashton McShane and Max Tucker. I don't know what's going on with our kickers and whatnot. I know our kickers and punters. I'm just going to back out. The position changes are all good with me, and we will sim it ahead. Somebody got a better dev trait? Oh, cool. KP Price upgraded to star dev, so that's very cool, and he's not the only one. Wow. Amar Thornton upgraded to impact dev here. So training, results, we're going to go position by position. So Dylan Lonergan and Cole Warner both have a lot of points to spend. Lonergan's got 36. 14 on throw power, 12 on speed. Accuracy's 5. So we're going to throw some into that, first of all. Let's go one more there. So 88 short, 87 throw on the run, 90 medium, 84 deep, 73 throw under pressure. And then we've got 14. We could definitely look maybe throwing it at speed, maybe throwing it at power. I think we're going to throw it at power, get him to 93 throw power, and his accuracies are great. I think Dylan Lonergan is checking out to be the starter next year. We'll see what we can do with Cole Warner, though. I mean, he's got 29 points. He only has so much he can do in a lot of these areas. So we'll get the upgrade there, and then I guess we will throw the throw power up, and then we'll go 1 on the IQ, and then throw 1 on elusiveness for good measure. Cole Warner is going to be a great backup QB. He's obviously going to be very accurate. Still not more accurate than Dylan Lonergan, though. And Lonergan's going to be much better on the run than him, much better break sack. They're both kind of scary to run with just because that carrying is so low, but Lonergan will make sure he slides. Now, Turbo Richard is going to be our lead back this year, without a doubt. I don't really know what to do here. I feel like if we go 1 on quickness, all that does is 1 Excel point. Well, that was a huge waste. There's really not much else we can do here. I'm going to throw it into hands, and Richard not going to go up by too much, but we got the carrying into a better spot. Now Detrell Jones. I think the thing that is slightly odd about all of this is that Detrell is getting very similar amount of points to work with as people that are just not even close to him. He was our lead he wasn't our lead, but he was our backup running back last year. I guess we'll get the final thing on hands for him, and then we'll get a little bit of route running. That'll be how we use that. But yeah, I mean, look at all these other guys. Like Alex Broom did nothing last year. Like, seriously, did nothing. I think I'm going to throw most of their points into, like, quickness or whatever. We'll throw one into elusiveness for him, and then I guess one into route running. Alex Broom is up to a 79, so that's cool. I think Turbo is going to be our main back. Detrell will be right behind him. I don't know how good we're going to be able to get Levon Hargrave up to. I am definitely going to use those points on that, and then we'll throw some on elusiveness. We'll throw the rest there. Any one skill point? Cool. So Levon Hargrave is technically our second back. Detrell is obviously going to have the minutes there. Then to fullbacks, I think we're going to auto progress. Reed Harris has 32 points, so that's going to be fun to spend. I feel like we'll get the route running up a little bit. I don't feel like his routes were too crisp last year. Those look a lot better. We'll throw a little into hands. I'm going to throw 13 of them into the speed. I think getting him to that 90 speed is amazing, and he's an 83 overall entering his junior season. So love to see that. We want Jaden Skeet as well. We'll go one more. I think Jaden Skeet's hands are great. Once again, gonna drop a lot of points into the route running bucket. I want him to be able to run all the routes on the field, and we'll just throw 2 on the IQ, get his overall up to an 83 as well. So Reed Harris and Skeet are both, the top 2 guys. Nedrick Bolden, though, very similar amount that he can work on. I think we're going to honestly throw the 2 into the speed, and then we'll throw the rest into route running. He is a 76 overall. I feel very good about him being our third receiver, as well as Nate Johnson getting some looks. I just don't understand why these are the only catching ratings that are popping up for Nate Johnson. Like, bro, you need a lot better catching than that. You need a lot better route running too, man. All right, well, that's all he can do for that. I don't really need to worry about his change of direction as much. I guess the skill cap there is gone. I just don't really see the point of upgrading anything else other than in his hands, but it's just not showing me his other catching ratings going up. But actually, Nate Johnson jumps Nedrick Bolden. So Nate is our third receiver. Nedrick Bolden will probably be a return guy just because he is on the redshirt freshman year, but he is going to be dangerous. Nate Johnson's catching traffic did go up, as you can see. It went up to an 87, or just his catching. Yeah, his catching traffic and his spec catch did not go up, which is just so weird. Like, usually the hands gives you the option to upgrade that stuff, and for whatever reason it didn't. So he's not going to be a great, catcher if he's not wide open, but hopefully the speed and the change of direction and all that, agility, whatever, in the slot will get him open that way. Zeke Moore has a couple of points to spend, only 13, so I might just throw all of it on the speed and excel. That's what I'm doing. Probably wasn't worth it. Could have probably upgraded a lot more. Eric's Daughtry here, he's got 31 points to spend. We're definitely going to throw some of that into that run blocking, especially while that is cheap. We'll throw some into the pass blocking as well. Gotta love to see that. That feels good. We'll throw a little bit into IQ, I suppose, but throw 2 into footwork and call it a day. He's an 80 overall, though, so Judah Pruitt is another guy that's got a lot of points here to work with to be upgraded. He's got a lot of skill caps, unfortunately, preventing us from upgrading the run blocking any. He'll let us get one more on power. Quickness and footwork I'm not really worried about. I'd rather just upgrade the IQ the rest of the way, honestly. I guess we'll do 2 on footwork because that's all his skill caps. I don't even think he's better than Stevie Finger off the rip still. So Amir Johnson got some points to upgrade with. Nothing too crazy here either. Once again, we want to get the run blocking up, especially if you're going to be a guard. We can get some there. I guess we'll do max out the pass block, and that's all we're going to be able to do there. There's definitely a lot of guys on the roster that we have a lot of points to deal with. I think I will auto progress a lot of guys, but when I see dudes like Pape C here, or Pape Psy, when I see guys like this that have a lot of room to be molded, I guess, I want to take advantage of that. I think we're just going to spend the rest here for him in the IQ department. That will take him up to a 77. Again, we want our tackles to be able to pass block. That's where a lot of our points are going to go to. I'm not really worried about the abilities side of it. He's already got pretty good IQ, so I'll just use the last in the pass blocking there. So Jack Funk is actually going to be the starter. He's got pretty good ratings, but Pape going to be a good backup as well. Yeah, most of these guys with the points, they're just going to get up into a mid-70s. So I'm not really super worried about all that. Mekhi Byerson here with 32 points. That's a guy that I care about, I would love to upgrade him a little bit, get that pass rushing up. Let's get the run stopping up. It's super weird that I can't get his, other ratings up, but power move is good where it is, and then we've got 12 here. I think we'll throw a lot of it into this awareness rating just to get him overall-wise up a little bit more, and then, we'll throw all that into IQ, and we've got a starter. Edwin Kalenge, glad that he got some points. 24 to work with is pretty good. If you can get yourself to 81 power moves and 79 finesse moves relatively easily, although here we are, got them both 81 and 83. So very well balanced pass rusher there. Again, everybody else super low overalls. Tyreek Tucker and our other D-tackle transfer both have a lot of points to work with, but they're already pretty good at what they do, so probably just going to spend most of these points. I think we'll throw 5 at that, and then we can throw, I guess IQ is where we're going, but 87 overall D-tackle. Plugging the line is great. Trey Pierce, the other D-tackle, is going to be in a very, very similar position. Again, with the quickness, those upgrades just take so much. I think the pass rushing is super weird. I don't really understand all the skill caps. I think transfer-wise, they just don't always line up the way you expect them to. So that's obviously hard to deal with a little bit. But we've got 96 power moves, so we've got more of a run stopper and then more of a power guy. I don't know, they're both very good. Chris Marable Jr. here is going to have a lot of points to spend. Again, we're trying to make these guys more like run stoppers, but the power moves and the finesse, he's just really not that good at this. We will throw the rest into that awareness, but we've got a backup tackle now that's a 79. Again, all these other guys will develop on their own. None of those guys have a lot of points, so I will upgrade those by myself, or I will auto upgrade is what I mean. Sire Torrance, very, very good player. We're going to need to get the man up to max. It sucks that he has all these caps, but that's what we need to do first. Let's get the zone coverage up as much as we can as well, and then I'm assuming the rest is probably just going to go into awareness. I guess we have tackle and pursuit, but for a corner, I'd rather improve hands, and we've got him up to a 77. Ashton McShane. We will upgrade him very quickly. He's going to be primarily a zone corner. And we'll max out his hands, too. So Ashton McShane, definitely going to be the number 2 corner. But yeah, Max Tucker, Ashton McShane, Torrance, and then you've got those guys. Amarian Davis has 31 points. We'll throw a little bit into that zone coverage. One more. It's weird that awareness is getting paired with that. Run support. Yeah, because he's a safety, so we kind of need that pursuit, that tackling. That's what we're worried about. We're at the skill cap there. 8 is what he's got to work with. So I guess we'll just throw him some man coverage and then put 2 into hands. We already knew KP Price moving up to star dev. We knew he was going to get some good rating boosts here. I think we'll throw a lot into run support. We'll throw some into pass coverage. I think KP Price is going to be our nickel corner this year. Yeah, throwing the last into run support I feel good about. KP Price is going to be a 92 overall. That is super cool. Zion Branch probably going to be a coverage safety, but you never really know. I think zone coverage would be good to get up a little bit because he's probably going to be playing a good amount of it. I think he's already really good in the other areas, though, so I might just throw the rest of this into coverage. I think that's what makes the most sense. That's what we're going to do anyway. So Zion Branch is now an 87. We have a 91 KP Price. We have an 85 Carter Davis. So maybe what we do is we have Davis as the nickel corner and then Branch as the safety. I don't really know. We'll get there. Obviously, Amar Thornton is another good safety on this team. His coverage ratings are just so raw, but everything else about him, he is very, very good. I think, yeah, we're just going to have to upgrade the pass coverage. He's pretty good, though. I mean, 79 overall. He's at least as good as Amarian Davis. I don't know what's going on here with the kicking and the punting. Did we run out of dudes here? Do we have one kicker? Because if so, that is very bad. He has, the worst caps ever, and we can't even buy any of these things. Wow. So that was not a glitch. I thought we had kickers on the team. I'm just going to auto-progress the rest of everybody. Probably not going to do a whole lot to affect what's already been done here. The dudes down here got a little bit of a boost, I guess. Danny Edgehill, I guess, goes up a little bit. He'll be our 3rd tight end. There's nobody really taking huge jumps. We kind of knew that already. Is there any way you can get a walk-on or something? Genuinely, I have screwed the pooch on kicking this year. It is not going to be good. But that is everything with training, so we will sim ahead a week. Now it's encouraged transfers time. We're very familiar. We don't even need to encourage anybody, and we still wouldn't have even if we had a kicker on the roster. I'm not going to cut people just to cut people. I would only cut people if we really needed to. In terms of the custom conferences, who is going to the Pac-12? That's what I really need to know here. There's a lot going on. The SEC is implementing a 9-game conference schedule. The Pac-12 is adding a bunch of Mountain West teams. I think it's Boise State, it's Colorado State as well, right? Yep, Colorado State. Fresno State, still in the Mountain West, yeah? Right there, perfect. And then San Diego State and Utah State are going to be in the Pac-12 too. So Utah State, San Diego State right there, added to the Pac-12. So Mountain West adds UTEP, and they add Northern Illinois. So Northern Illinois is added to the Mountain West as well. Texas State is also... Did I just put them in here in the Mountain West? I meant to throw them in the Pac-12. That's the Pac-12. It's the Pac-8 right now. Don't even ask me why. But we got the UTEP and Northern Illinois in the Mountain West. And then, yeah, we've got Delaware and Missouri State here in Conference USA. And then, yeah, Notre Dame and UConn are still independents. I'm pretty sure that's everything that is happening in real life. So that's the conferences. We're going to just move this a week ahead because I'm not going to make anybody transfer. So we come into the year. We are the number 9th ranked school. Penn State's 1, Oregon's 2, Notre Dame's 3, Bama 4, Miami 5, which is crazy considering we beat them last year. Baylor's at 8. Kind of disrespectful, honestly, but you know what? I'll still take it. I mean, seriously, our roster is just as good as last year. We know what we did last year. Dylan Lonergan is ready to lead this team. But, yeah, that's the one thing I will do. Everything else, next episode. But we're going to do our red shirts right now. Jefferson and Tenuta, 1,000% are going to start out at bare minimum. They're going to start out as red shirts. I just don't think Lonergan has any reason to not be the starting QB. Brad Kane, we're going to make a red shirt. Okay, there we go. Caleb McRae, I guess we'll red shirt him. Brian Vernon, the gadget wide receiver. I didn't even see if he could be a quarterback, but we don't really need another one. Joel Olaseni is not going to be redshirted. Brian Vernon, when it will let me, I will redshirt him. We're not going to redshirt Quandre Cotton. He's just going to have to come out day one. Larkin, honestly, is going to be redshirted just because Sean Griggs is already an option. So we are going to redshirt Larkin. We're going to keep Sean Griggs as the backup. Everybody else in that department is good. Ofisa is going to get redshirted as the edge rusher. Silverman also, again, going to be redshirted. Good Lord. Philip Ring, definitely going to redshirt him. Definitely going to redshirt Spear and McDuffie. If it'll let me redshirt Silverman, thank goodness. Can't redshirt any of these linebackers other than Stephen Bullock. Joey Vantu's, our lead dev, is going to be the starter, so can't redshirt him. At corner, I'm going to redshirt the 2 freshmen, but that's it. At safety, again, Tim Smith, we're going to redshirt him. And we're going to redshirt Barbosa and Tremaine Douglas, though. Mar Thornton, we're not going to redshirt him. Okay, our kicker is back on the roster. That is super weird. Maybe they just gave us a kicker because we didn't have one. I swear this guy was our guy last year, though, wasn't he? I don't know. Whatever. We're not going to redshirt him, so it doesn't really matter. That's really all I can think of to do in this episode. I mean, that's the whole off season. I'll do the board. I'll do all that stuff before the next episode, and I will clue you in when we get there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're excited for the new season. And again, new schedule, new recruiting board, all that stuff will be in the next episode as part of the season opener. I will catch you all there. And until then, take care.